Hello everyone, how are y'all today? Welcome to desertowlcrafting. I'm Christy, and today I have a cross stitch unboxing for you from Guai Guai store on Aliexpress. I hope y'all are doing well. It's overcast. We're supposed to get monsoons today, so keep your fingers crossed I don't lose my power. These are really pretty, so I wanted to share them with you. I think I have 4 in here. So let's start. And they're not printed. These are all counted cross stitch, I believe. Okay. This first one is called Magic Forest. It's 18 count cotton thread. You had your choice of silk thread when I ordered it. 3 sizes available, 11, 14, and 18. I haven't had this brand before of Dream Pattern, so it's actually, it looks like with all the directions they have back here, it tells you step by step on how to do this, and it looks identical to a Joy Sunday package on the back. Actually, you've got your descriptions and I like how they do the pictures of exactly what stitches and how to do the stitches that may be used on this. It tells you how to clean it afterwards. Don't need to worry about the dye on this one. So let's take a look at Magic Forest. I just thought that's really pretty. That was just a real pretty kind of tapestry type of picture. So we've got the canvas, and then, boy, it's in here good, isn't it? Okay. It's got the booklet, the pages, I should say. So the pages will show us, this is actually the last page, a breakdown here of each page, 7-8 pages for this one. And it tells you how many threads to use. So for 18 count, which is what I got, 2 strands of thread and 1 strand for backstitch. And very, very clear, very shiny. I don't know with the coating on here whether highlighter will work in marking my squares. If not, I'm going to try an ink pen. So it's on both sides. On this page, it's the legend. It shows you what colors to use and the symbols, which are mixed full stitch. So you would take 1 thread of number 28 340 and 1 thread of 341 and put them together in your needle, and that's what you would use for these symbols here. Go. Then there's French knot symbols. I might use seed beads instead of French knots. We'll see how that works. And then what color your backstitch symbols are. Very, very clear. 8 pages, like I said. With Joy Sunday, when I've had pages, it's been more of a book format. I think I kind of like these loose pages better. But I think this is going to be a really, really pretty design if you look at the way they've broken that down page-wise there. I think this is beautiful. Let's take a look at the colors. So we've got the threads all separated for us. Wow, really pretty blues and greens. It looks like, because there's more over here too, 6 different colors of green. Got pinks and reds, purples. Wow, that's really, really pretty. The threads are soft. Yeah, they're actually very soft. I like that. Then we have, this is all you get for your kit, I think. It's 2 needles. You know how sometimes you'll get a little baggie and it'll have your needles in a little puffy ball, have some snips, seam ripper, a threader. Not with these guys at Guai Guai. You get your canvas. Now the measurements that I've got for this one are, maybe I can put it this sideways, you can see it a little better. The measurements for this one, it's an 18 count cotton thread. It's 174 stitches by 258 stitches, which equals out to be about 10 inches by 14 inches, or 24 by 36 centimeters. So that's not as bad a size at all. That's a nice size, actually. I think that's relatively small compared to some of the other things I've gotten and the one I'm working on now. But I just think this will be gorgeous. What do you think? The serging on the edges is really, really, really good. That's a lot more than I see with some. Now they wrote on that, I have no idea. Oh, I know what it is. Is that what it is? What they wrote on here is actually the product number for this diamond painting. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah, DPM 186. Okay, well, that might just be the back. So this is 18 count. The canvas is not super stiff. I mean, it's stiff, but boy, I think this is going to soften up nicely. Nice white canvas. I have a magnifying mirror that not a mirror, a magnifying light that I clamp on to a table next to where I sit that's on a kind of extension thing, and I will definitely be using this to do this. So really pretty colors. I really like this one. You never know when you order something, especially from Aliexpress, what you're going to get. But I took a chance because they had some patterns that I didn't see other places. So that is Magic Forest. Okay. Isn't that pretty? It's owls. Now they had this pattern available in also a light kind of mint green maybe background, but I went for the light blue. Now this one is 14 count cotton thread. It's got the same instructions on the back like the last one. What is wrong with my camera? Okay, very easy to read and explain. Now this canvas is not white, it's blue. It's a nice shade of blue too. It's actually darker than what they had advertised it as being, but hey, I think that's okay. On the back of this, they also give you all your directions on how to do this fabric or this cross stitch without it being counted, without pre-printed fabric. So step by step tells you about the symbols. They call them labels. It tells you keep your hands clean. It tells you about the floss, and then how to stitch with an even tension. They say strength, I say tension. So very pretty in depth, I think. It tells you what a full stitch is, a half stitch is, a quarter stitch is. Yeah, they go over pretty much everything. I like that. Now it says 50 by 55 centimeters, but that's the size of this canvas. The size of the actual picture is 41 by 46 centimeters. It's 227 stitches by 258 stitches, 16 by 18 inches. And this one is only divided up into 6 pages. with a lot of empty space in here, so it's not a full coverage, which I think is a nice break. I like that a lot. It explains that you would use 2 strands of thread, 1 for backstitch. It also gives you the legend of what colors and what symbols to use. Now this one, it does that on both pages, which is nice. It doesn't give a symbol breakdown for back stitches or French knots or anything, so this is just simple X's on this. But it's 100 owls. Now, are there really 100 owls? I don't know. But there's a lot of owls. And, you know, little leaves and stuff like that. But all different kinds of owls. So I just think that's really cute. Really, really cute. I like that a lot. I love owls. Now let's take a look at the material. The 14 count. It's not too stiff. I'm sure it'll soften up. Here they give you 2 needles, and then that's the product number. And here's the threads. Now I think against this blue background, I think these threads will look really nice. These flosses. Not a whole lot of colors, only 15. About half the amount of the last one. Just your typical nature, owl colors, greenery, pretty gold, excuse me, and rust. Yeah, I like this. I like the way they've done this. I think this is going to be really pretty. I'm looking forward to it. So this is 100 owls. Dream pattern. Okay. I gave you the measurements for that. Now the next one, they call this a geometric puzzle B. They did have geometric puzzle A, which was a bit different. I got this in 18 count. It says 41 by 41, but that's the size of the canvas. The actual picture's 33 by 33, which is like just shy of 13 inches by 13 inches. Did something different this time. I got silk thread. So same instructions on the back. I got brave with the silk. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is another one that's not full drill, so it will be a lot faster to do. They also include the instructions on how to do this on a counted canvas, just like the last one did. This one also has 6 pages to the design, a legend, how many strands of thread to use. I think this one will be relatively pain-free. I'm just going to have to really stay on top of my counting with this, and I'm going to have to, on all of these, pre-grid the canvas, which I've never done. I've watched videos on it, but I've never done it. Here's that legend again. So they've got the legend on a couple places. 235 by 235 stitches. I will pre-grid the canvas. I've got some washable ink pens that I'm going to try to use instead of doing it with stitching. I think stitching would take me forever. Who knows, this might take me forever too. But wish me luck on the gridding. Oh my goodness. I got the 2 needles. And then look at these silk threads. I love these colors. Wow, look at that. So they've got them tied up here. Let's untie them. So we can look at them. Wow. Let's see. I think I need to leave it down here. Let me lower it a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. I kind of moved things around too much. Okay, so we've got browns and blues. On the other side, gold. All different shades of blues. Tealy blues too. And they actually are super shiny. Look, look at that shine. Can you see that shine? Wow, that's pretty. Let's try this over here. Wow, look at that shine. That's so pretty. All right. I think this is going to be interesting to do. I've tried to pick up some tips along the way from some videos on how to do silk thread. I did have a flower one that I've started, and they just separate so much, but being that this is, I believe, did I say 18 count? Yeah, using 2 strands will work a lot better than using 3 strands, like the one I was doing. But I just think that's really pretty. I love the colors on that. And if you don't like the colors, and you have silk thread or even cotton thread, you can use the pattern and the material and switch it all out and make it your own, right? Okay, now I showed this in one of my other videos today, but I'm going to do it again because this is what package it came in. My husband just thinks the minions are hysterical. He's probably going to think this is really stupid, but I saw this little beaded embroidery kit at Guai Guai store, and I picked it up because it was minion. I'm just going to run through this super fast because I already went over this once before. If you happen to watch it, it gives you everything you need to do the little minion guy. I don't know what his name is. Is that Stuart? I don't quite know my minions. And what you get in here is, this is a plastic, but it's a really pliable plastic. It's almost like the material that, you know, the plastic gridded shelf liner stuff that you put in your kitchen cabinets or your drawers. It's like that. It's like that. So I'm thinking that was a good idea because it's going to be durable. And it gives a little keychain thing. I'm thinking you just attach this when you're done to the top with a bunch of stitches. You've got the stuffing. You've got 4 needles, 1 big one. There's a jump ring there, so I'm thinking, that's probably helping with the keychain part. 1 big needle, 3 little ones. You got the stuffing. And then you've got, I'm not going to take them out, but you've got all these seed beads, really sparkly seed beads, and then the corresponding thread. So when I do yellow, I'll do a piece of yellow thread with the yellow seed beads. It's not really super big. I'd say it's probably, how big is Mr. Minion? He is going to be not quite 3.5 inches, well, maybe 3.5 inches. Just a little bit under 3.5 inches tall, and at the widest point it's probably 2 3/4 inches wide. So this should go really quickly, and I'll show you all what it looks like when I get them all put together. But isn't it cute? If you want a little beaded project, I'd say this is a good one to do. They had a whole lot at this store, at the Guai Guai store. They had a whole lot of different little beaded projects like this to choose from. A whole lot of them. So it was $4, I think, and 69 cents or something like that, which I didn't think was too bad, considering they give you absolutely everything you need to complete this. And I think, you know, it's something that a little kid could do. Not a little kid, but a kid. They might really enjoy that. Pretty good selection. I don't know if other stores like Fan Cells or stores like that have these. They probably do. But I just thought that was just so cute. Okay, now this one is big. This one I figure will prepare me for Heaven and Earth Designs. This is called Flowers. It's 18 count, 79 by 79 centimeters. Actually, it's gonna be 487 stitches by 487 stitches. And it measures, the actual picture measures 68 by 68 centimeters, which is 26.5 by 26.5 inches wide. You can also get it in 14 and 11, which makes them even bigger. Look at that 11 count, 124 by 124, yikes. Makes it even bigger. I figured this was big enough for me. I think that's kind of why I went with 18 count, because it was the smallest size they offered. But I tell you what, until you get it in front of you, you just don't realize how big it is. Okay, check this out. Oh, this is going to be so much fun putting this together. Wow. Wow, look at all of that. So they put, gee, thanks, they only put one of the, is it 939? Yeah, only put one strand of the 939 there. This only has 10 colors. So, and they only put one strand of the 371 in there. I guess they were afraid it was going to get just a little bit too bulky, huh? But nice, pretty colors. This is one that also reminds me of a tapestry. Oh my goodness sakes, look at all that. Now this is cotton thread too. I was not even going to try this with silk. It's just so big. So there's those colors. Oh, they only put one of the whites in there too. I got a whole bunch of loose whites. Wow, those are pretty. They're nice and soft. Now these guys, holy moly. I can't tell you how many they are because I don't know. But there's a lot. I'm just going to set them aside while we look at the other things. Wow. It's going to take me quite a while just to set this up, isn't it? Now, do they give me needles? Yes. 2 needles. So that's the kit. Just 2 needles, nothing else. And it's got the product number on it too. But this is 18 count Ada. It's stiff, but it's not too stiff. No, see? That's not too bad. But this, wow, look at this. Okay, so we've got the instructions on the back. This is going to take me forever just to grid. Okay, it's got the instructions on the back for when you're not doing a pre-printed canvas. This is, oh my lord, this is broken down into 40 pages. The ones I just showed you were what, 8 and 6? This is broken down into 40 pages. The simplicity of it is that this is a full coverage. There's no blank spots on this. But there's just full stitch here. There's not half stitches, there's not French knots, there's not quarter stitches. There's only 10 colors, which makes it simple, less confusing. The clarity of the pattern is great. It's got that shine to it, so I think a pen will probably be how you mark it. I got a little pen here, let's see. Yeah, I'd be able to mark off my squares using a pen. I don't know, I don't think highlighter will do it. I'm not going to go through every single page here, but as you can see, this is something I'm going to be doing a square at a time. Do I start up in the corner? Some people say start in the middle. Well, how would you even find the middle on something like this? Well, I would go here to the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would go to the middle one here. 5 across, so I would go 3. So that's page number 18. And somewhere in the middle of page number 18 is the middle. So let's see. There's page number 18. And sure enough, it's got an arrow right here showing you, and an arrow up here showing you where the middle of this pattern is. So it would be right in this square here. Or is it right underneath? No, it would be like the middle row of the square. The middle dot right in the middle is the center of the pattern. So finding that would be really easy, and then I suppose you would just work your way out from there. Now I notice on these big ones that a lot of people take a corner and go from there, and I've never done it before. So any recommendation on what you find has worked best for you on doing something big? There's no way I'm unfolding this. It's just huge. It's just huge. It's bigger than 2 feet by 2 feet. So, wow. What did I get myself into? I think it's good training. I think all of these are good training for doing a Heaven and Earth Designs picture. What do you think? I've got some... I picked out one I really, really like, and I went ahead and I ordered the material pack for it, but they said, what's it say, 90 days? So that won't be until November. So I have plenty of time to practice because I don't want to screw these up, but if I do, it'll be a learning experience to prepare me for Heaven and Earth Designs. So we have the beautiful flowers today. We've got cute little minion guy, the geometric puzzle bee, the 100 owls, and the magic forest. So let me know what y'all think. I hope y'all are doing good, and thank you so very much for watching my videos and for subscribing. And for those who haven't subscribed, if you could please like and subscribe, I would really, really appreciate it. I am not going to be able to make any videos next week. I have family coming in from out of town, so this is my 3rd video today, and that's just going to have to take it through until a week from now. So I hope you all do well. Take care of yourselves. Be happy. And we'll talk again soon. Thank you so very much for watching.